Good evening, boys and girls of YouTube. This is Karen Halter for Wednesday. Not December. May 18th. And the title of this video, in particular, although not a Karen Halter show unfiltered, or what grinds my gears, is what's in a name. It's more like a rant, per se, which will go on a separate channel called Carrington Rants. What's in a name? And I want to talk specifically about a few names few professions that basically got the same meaning, but they worded different. I'll give you a perfect example, folks. And yeah, so let me give you a perfect example. What you call someone that cleans a building and on several occasions repairs select items. I'll give you a moment to think. Okay. You done? Time's up. Alright, so custodian / janitor and a maintenance person or maintenance. Does the same exact profession. You don't believe me? Look it up. Now, although they really do the same thing, they basically, in a way, the same exact thing. Just a different name. What's in a name, right? We're not talking about cars and houses and whatever. We're talking, and if you were paying attention in school, you know, it's called an anonym or a synonym. One of them. I mean, it's been a long time since I've been to school. Hell, it's been close to almost 9 years, so I wouldn't know for sure. Anyway, so that's one of the examples. Now, here's another example. What you call someone that take care of babies, yeah? And, and animals and whatnot. What do you call them? If you call it a caretaker, you'll be correct. Babysitter, pet sitter, and caretaker all fall in the same exact profession. In other words, look at it like this, okay? There has been, on numerous occasions, that you call one thing and said person, oh, no, I'm that. But let's talk specifically the similarities and the differences of the janitor, the maintenance, worker and custodian, which they all three of them have the same. It's in the same exact profession. Now, what said profession is, they clean the building and they basically do, trash, sweep a mop, clean bathrooms, clean whatever the hell, clean up around the place, make sure the people the place, whatever the hell. That's basically similar to such thing, or sanitation engineer, as a guy was telling me this morning. Now, what this got to do with what's in a name? That's basically what I'm trying to say. What's in a name? Because if you look at it like this, let's say you work at a convenience store as a custodian, sorry, maintenance worker. You do realize that you're gonna do the same exact thing as a janitor in a school. I wish I was making this up. Honest to God, wish I was making this up. A maintenance worker at a school literally does the same exact thing as a fucking janitor at a school or college campus, and pretty much anywhere that you with a large business is. Now, technically, that technically janitors do in a way fix things. Like, okay, perfect example. Let's say a light bulb goes out in the school, yeah? Someone has to replace that light bulb. You don't expect a teacher to do it. You damn don't expect a student to do it. You damn don't expect the administrators to do it. So who the hell go replace a light bulb? You guessed it. It's the janitor, aka custodian, aka maintenance worker. Yes, they are literally the same. They do the same thing. 95% of it is they do the same exact mother effing thing. Down to a T. Same thing. They just throw a name on something. Do not come to me in the comments and say, "Oh, that's not true." Then yeah, I know. Trust me. It's the great ass job, and I question nobody want to freaking do it. But I say this again. What's in a name? Oh, I'll give you another example. Landscaping, landscaper, and groundskeeper. Same thing. They just put a different name, same profession. Landscaping, landscaper, groundskeeper. Keeping the grounds. That would tie into maintenance worker, janitor. It's dope. Only difference is you doing it outside. 9 times out of 10, you doing that same exact profession. You doing the same exact thing, but you're doing it outside now. Groundskeeper. Landscaper. Yes, landscapers do clean up things too. Don't tell me they don't do it, because they do. A fucking janitor, a maintenance worker, and a custodian. Literally the same mother effing thing. They just do, it's just a name for said profession. What does a CSR, or customer service associate, representative, sorry, what does that and a manager have in common? Almost this, they almost do the same thing. Do the same thing. Sorry. The only difference is managers is above the CSR. From there, you have LCSR. That's that's literally is above the L. That's from them. Now, cause take the CSR going on the totem pole, yeah. Go from there to a damn LCSR. You go from them to bonus assistant, from bonus assistant to no, sorry, non-bonus assistant to bonus, and from bonus to management. In other words, the lowest of the tone pole, there is no, the lowest of the tone pole you can actually get is CSR. That is literally, in a way, that's where your maintenance workers, yeah, gotta talk right, your maintenance workers and your janitors be at. And on occasions, people who and cashiers. On occasions, almost the people who's on the lowest of the totem pole will be your freaking maintenance people and your janitors. With that's in a convenience store, by the way. Now, in a school, you got your maintenance people slash janitors. You got the teachers and staff and faculty. Then you got the administrator. After you got the administrator, which is your principals, assistant principals, vice principals, depending on where you're at. And oh yeah, and basically from them to the tenure work. Now, speaking of principals and vice principals, what's a vice principal? What's the difference between a vice principal and an assistant principal? I'll give you a minute to think of it. Are you done? Oh, they are literally the same thing. They in the same profession. They just they just given a different name. You ever heard of a saying, you put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig? In this case, you put lipstick on, you put a fancy name, or you put a fancy title on a profession, on a certain profession, you still will be in that profession, folks. Still be doing that profession. So I don't want to hear shit about, okay, you just a maintenance guy. technically, just just because. Now, the janitors and maintenance people, maintenance workers, and sanitation engineers, same exact thing. They are literally the same people. They do the same exact crap. How about the nurses? Don't get me talking on nurses because they, in a way, they do the same thing as well. From the CNA all the way up to the LPNs, so and the RNs and things of that nature. Same exact thing. They take care of you. They look after you. You're sick when you're supposed to, and basically, it's just a doctor. The goes on the tone point you actually get, apart from a fucking janitor, maintenance worker, is a receptionist, and this could be mainly at the doctor's office, family practices, not in a hospital. Sorry. So, what we learned today, boys and girls? Just because there's a different name for said profession, that doesn't mean. No, sorry. What we learned today, boys and girls, the moral of this particular video in question is if you put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig. So, if you give a certain profession a fancy name, it's still gonna be said profession. You still gonna do the same exact things. It's just basically okay. It's just like a mechanic. What do you call a mechanic? Now, mechanics. You know what mechanics and vehicle inspection workers have in common? They do almost the same exact. They check they check your car out. They inspect your vehicle. They do a test drive. They do maintenance work. That will fall in the line of maintenance as well. So, in a way, they could be in the same exact category. In the next video, I'm going to go over how much each person makes in said professions. Stay tuned for that video. Now, we go get back to the normal stuff. We go get back to the normal stuff, like what grinds my gears and the Carrington Halter Show Unfiltered. We're gonna get back to that in a couple of months. It's just that this video is pretty much more impromptu video because I was just thinking about this today. And I meant to make this video years ago. But now it's fresh on my mind, and there will be a follow-up with just so stay tuned for that. That being said, I am your host, Carrington Holster sorry. This is Carrington Holster for Thursday, May the 18th, and I will see you, when I see you. Until I am signing off. And have a great evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever you're at in the world. And as always, please support Ukraine because they still fighting as of right now. It's been 5 months now since they've been fighting. No, 4 months now. So technically 4 months. That's the 25th this month. So yeah, I'll be now there will be Danielle content as well. So basically, and yes, I did promise you guys a video of me driving the car to the house and back. So getting started and whatever. So stay tuned for some Danielle content because it's gonna be a fun one, to say the least. Till then, Carrington Hollister, May, no, for Thursday, May 18th, I'm signing off, and I'll see you when I see you.